Hey guys, Miss Dragon here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. So before we go to Crestwood, we're going to do some operations so we can clear off some of our operations. Yeah. Judgment. Mavrin's arrived. With supplies assured, Mavrin and his clan have set up an extensive settlement and become a welcome stop at the edge of the Silent Plains. There is no reported theft as they have no need, but there is legendary brawling as they cannot stop. The Venter is concerned, but for now they seem to be tolerating Mavrin's presence, or at least are able to ignore it. Liana. That's funny. Red Jenny and the Bad Goods. The caravan spotted by Sarah's friends was abandoned after our offer to buy it. There is no documentation to show who arranged it. It appears our scrutiny was enough to scare them off. An amulet of power. Improving morale. Commander, everyone's grateful for the new cook. A good meal after a long day certainly lifts the spirits. Talk around the dinner table has become more lively. Supplies in the approach are limited, but I swear that man can cook anything from nothing. One night he managed to produce fish and egg pie. I haven't had one of those since Starkhaven. Sometimes the smallest things remind you what you're fighting to protect. Knight Captain Rylan. Nice. So, we need to identify the Venatori agent, and if I remember correctly, is it Liliana? Okay, so it is Liliana. We're gonna eliminate the smuggler.
Inquisitor.
15 hours, that one's a long one. Trust, what is trust? Inquisitor, 1 month ago, members of the Venatori stole sensitive Chantry documents. Knight Enchanter Cosette led a small team of mages and mercenaries in pursuit. They successfully infiltrated the Venatori to retrieve the documents and gather further information on the enemy. A second team was to create a distraction, allowing Cosette's unit to escape. I've received an encrypted message from Cosette. The distraction never came. Cosette believes the Venatori killed the second team. Her cover remains intact, but she fears it won't last. She's reaching out to the Inquisition for assistance. While the Chantry's interests must remain hidden, she will trade her knowledge of the Venatori for safe passage. Knight Enchanter Cassette and her associates are former comrades of mine. We can trust her word, and I trust you will respect the secrecy of her mission. I've marked their location on the map. Commander Helene. We should inform the Chantry that we plan to intercede and send aid. We are doing the Chantry a favor. Look at these documents. Seems fair payment. Venatori disengaged with our soldiers in that region. I had wondered why. We must send aid immediately. Let's do : Venatori disengaged with our soldiers in that region. I had wondered why. We must send aid immediately.
To work?
Let's look at the Serpent of Navarra. Inquisition agents have uncovered a potential problem in the nation of Navarra. A Tevinter mage by the name of Varelius has recently been noted in the company of King Marcus, and rumors comment on how strange it is for a new advisor to be so closely heeded. There is evidence to indicate Varelius is a member of the Venatori. Having the Navarran king under their sway would give the cult a great deal of power and hinder the Inquisition's ability to operate in the north. We should tell King Marcus what his advisor truly is, convince him to see the light, send an agent to eliminate the advisor, or wait for the advisor to leave the capital. We'll just send Josephine, I guess.
At your service.
Sure, why not? Alright, so now we need to go to Crestwood because we are going to work on the main quest with Hawke. So, or at least start it.
Good to see you safe, Inquisitor. We've got trouble ahead.
I bet, if you're worried.
If you're on edge, I should alert the entire Inquisition.
Or increase my hazard pay. That's an option.
Are things that bad? Oh.
Crestwood was the site of a flood 10 years ago during the Blight. It's not the only rift in the area. But after it appeared, corpses started walking out of the lake. You'll have to fight through them to get to the cave where Sir Hawke's Grey Warden friend is hiding.
Awesome. Are you safe here?
Have any undead attacked the camp?
We've had a few shamblers, but most head toward the village below. Maybe someone in Crestwood can tell you how to get to the rift in the lake. Maker knows they'll want help. Good luck, and please be safe.
Yeah, so we'll do that at some point. But I want to focus on some main
Dispatch for you.
questing stuff
What is it?
today.
See for yourself, sir.
So I need to go somewhere. What is this? Still waters. Da, 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 da. We have to go all the way over here. So it's gonna be a journey. I think this is Crestwood here. Maybe. So we'll probably end up stopping by Crestwood for a bit. Because if it's on the way, we may as well. Apparently I can do the requisition. Well, that's fine. We're
There
not
must
going.
be a way to get to the rift in the lake.
Maybe the locals will lend us a boat.
I think we're gonna need more than just a boat. If you want to know, we have to drain the lake. And that is all I will say. So, now... we are going to aid some Grey Wardens. We're being attacked. By undead. Pardon me.
I'll go back to the village, miss. These roads aren't safe.
Sneeze again. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Alright, hello.
The Grey Wardens thank you for your aid, Inquisitor.
Why are you here?
What are you doing in Crestwood?
Hunting one of our own. We have orders to capture Sir Alistair of Ferelden on site. The man's slippery as an eel.
Alistair?
We've been chasing him for weeks.
What do you know about him?
What have you been told about this rogue warden?
Warden Commander Clarel ordered his capture. I can say no more than that. I hope Alistair comes quietly. I'd not fight the man who helped kill that many Darkspawn.
Can you stay and help?
Will you stay to fight the undead here?
My orders forbid it. Crestwood was only a detour.
Is that all the aid we can offer these people?
If the Inquisition can help, I beg you to do what you can. The villagers have already lost too many.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Sir, are you sure we can't help the village?
Our orders are clear. If we can't find Warden Alistair, we return to the Commander with all haste.
Still don't feel right.
I know, but if I judge our orders rightly, harder decisions will...
None of those wardens mentioned a new leader.
Okay.
I don't think they're part of Corypheus' plot to seize the Order.
Or some of the best liars I've ever seen. Nah, you're right. They're probably clueless.
I hope Hawke's warden friend has answers for us.
Yeah, but they're going the wrong way if they're looking for Alistair, but, yeah. I just steal money. Oh well. Which way? I guess I'll go this way. I think this should take me to Crestwood. I'm pretty sure. Then we'll, hi. Then we'll have to go around Crestwood. Hi. Pick up some quests on the way.
Saved me from those corpses. They're amazing. I'm going to see if they're looking for recruits.
Why join now?
You want to join the Grey Wardens now?
Oh, Maker. You're the Inquisitor.
I am.
But yes. The Wardens are heroes. They saved me from those demons, your worship. With all that's happening, I'd like to help people the same way.
Grey Warden or no, the world needs more people with your courage.
I can either ask Solus, or I can say don't do it. So we're gonna defer to Solus, because why not?
Wardens will do anything to stop the blight. There is much to admire in that commitment, but much to be wary of as well.
Listen to him. Joining the Wardens isn't the best idea right now.
Yes, your worship. I'm sure there's something else I can do to help.
By joining the Inquisition.
I swear I'll avoid the Wardens, Inquisitor. Thank Thank you for the warning.
You're welcome. We don't need to lose more people to Corypheus right now. Wait, was that a spoiler? Oh well. So we should be coming up on, yep, Crestwood. Oh, there's a sack in here. I will take that, thank you. And then Embrium. More homes.
Undead by the gates.
Undead
when
by
you
the
are.
gates. Yes. I am here. What?
One less to worry about.
Cool.
Thanks for your help, but I fear we haven't seen the end of these creatures.
You're welcome.
How many did we lose? Did you see?
Okay.
The corpses are coming from where old Crestwood used to be.
Yeah, okay. Anyways. We need to talk to the mayor quick. I'm just gonna pick up some quests since, you know, it's in my path. I think that was just a ladder. Talk to some people.
Redcliffe have
Hi.
an undead attack 10 years ago.
What?
It was a mage who did it, right? Why is it always mages?
Because mages are tired of being looked down upon? All judgy people?
To visit, friend. The dead are walking the night.
And it's always night here. At least that's what it seems like. Sparkle? Ladder. We don't need that. And we have a pouch sack. Wait. Oh, it's just elf fruit. Ah! Got a quest marker. I think it's in this house. I might know which one this is. Yeah, I think so.
Doesn't Judith live in the village while this is going on? Make her, if something happens.
Who's Judith?
Are you looking for someone named Judith?
Oh, was I speaking out loud? Judith lives outside the village. I asked her to hide here when the undead came, but she wouldn't hear it.
Why not?
Why wouldn't she hide where it's safer?
Likes her space, she says. I told Judith my house was big enough. Me and the boy could sleep in the barn if she wanted room. She turned me down.
Oh.
Good day to you.
And to you.
That's a quest. Gotta go check in on Judith and see if she's alive.
We used to get
You?
merchants aplenty. I can count on one hand the number we've gotten since the trouble started.
Yes. There's nothing in this house.
Harvest will be poor. It's not safe to work the fields.
What does it matter? There's no one to sell to. No merchant comes through here anymore. And with the mule dead, I can't take the cart to market.
Dead? What happened?
What do you think? Those things broke into our barn and ripped poor Marigold apart.
Aw, poor
We heard her
Marigold.
screams, but there was nothing we could do from inside the house.
Aw. That's freaking awful.
Best be on your way. It's
Um,
not safe here.
Crumpled letter. A letter written by a quick hand. From everything you've told me, you must get out of Crestwood as soon as you can. I know it's dangerous, but I fear you'll have no chance at all if you don't attempt the trip. My father said that taking Dead Man's Pass will guide you safely past those filthy highwaymen. If you come at dusk, you should be able to avoid the wolves too. Hurry, my love. Cyan? How the heck do you say that name?
Don't I know you from somewhere?
Who, me? Maybe. I have one of those faces.
Find your own shelter.
Okay. I'll leave you to it then. Enjoy your little hidey hole.
Please! The mayor could use your assistance.
I
We
am
haven't had
working
visitors
on it.
since the trouble started.
Yep. Oh, what's this? Oh, store. It's a store. Very
Used to get
exciting.
merchants aplenty. I can
Yeah.
count on one hand the number we've gotten since the trouble started.
I think we've already heard that dialogue. Okay. Mayor. Mayor's house. How do I get into your home, sir? Mayor's house. Thank you for labeling it for me. Very kind. Anything I can take out of your house? Yes? Oh, yes. What's this? The Anderfells. The Anderfells are a land of shocking extremes. It is the most desolate place in all the world, for two blights have left great expanses of the steppes so completely devoid of life that corpses cannot even decay there. No insect or grub will ever reach them. It is a land filled with wonders like the Murdane, with its gigantic white statue of Our Lady carved into its face, her hands outstretched and bearing an eternal flame, or Weishaupt Fortress, with its walls of living rock towering over the desolate plains below. The Anders, too, are a people of extremes, the most devout priests and the most deadly soldiers, the poorest nation in the world and the most feared. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. All right, Mayor, sir.
The Inquisitor? Oh, Mayor Dedrick of Crestwood Village. At your service, despite everything. Are you here to stop the undead?
We will, right? I mean, these people are terrified.
Pretty sure he has the same voice as Chancellor Roderick. Can I get to that Fade Rift?
The undead are appearing because of a rift in the Fade. How can I get to it?
The light in the lake? It's coming from the caves below Old Crestwood. Darkspawn flooded it 10 years ago during the Blight. Wiped out the village, killing the refugees we took.
Did they now? What about draining the lake?
I saw a dam. If we use it to drain the lake, I can get to that Fade Rift.
Drain the... There must be some other way.
Your people are frightened, and they're tired. Let us help.
You'd have to evict the bandits in the old fort to use the dam. I can't ask you to risk your life.
I'll be fine.
Trust me, I've fought worse than bandits and the undead.
Then I have no choice. This key unlocks the gate to the dam controls past the fort. The rift must be in the caves under Old Crestwood. But, Inquisitor, I would not linger there.
What's Crestwood's history?
Tell me about your village.
It's seen happier days. We farm what we can, trade with the merchants who travel the King's Road. We only want peace, your worship. It's all we've ever wanted.
Who are these bandits?
What can you tell me about the bandits camped in the fort?
The highwaymen, thugs and thieves. They make a living raiding caravans on the King's Road. When the dead rose from the lake, the bandits killed the old gamekeeper and the fort and took it for themselves. We could have saved people if we'd been able to hide there instead of in our homes.
This place survived a blight?
I'm surprised a town as small as Crestwood outlasted the Blight.
It was a close thing. The Darkspawn followed a band of refugees running from the Blight. Some of the refugees were... they were very ill. But we took them in. They perished when the Darkspawn flooded Old Crestwood.
How did that happen?
How did Darkspawn manage that?
They found the dam's controls, wrecked them. All I remember is the refugees and villagers screaming as they drowned. And now, they return to us.
For vengeance! Okay. Anyways.
Until later.
Of course.
Uh-huh. Right. So, we need to go this way. Think. Read. 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 Message board. This board has several papers and scraps of paper pinned to it. No one is to approach the dragon again. I have sent messages to the capital. We must wait for them to arrive. Meanwhile, we will dredge the lake for any sign of Henry at first light. Mayor Dedrick. One of my lambs went missing. Stripe on front right hoof. Disappeared yest. Evening in Upper Meadow. Irvin. If anyone spots Eddie, send for me. Don't let her sweet talk you into anything else. She knows what she did, Penelope. Need rake? I will lend you 1 for 5 coppers. Come see me. I also have wagon. It's very good, but needs rep. You can have it, just come take it away from my home. Bring wheels. Why? Someone has also carved Milton and Lonnie into the backboard. That last one was a scam. There's an exclamation mark just over yonder. It's just over this way. Oh, wait, I don't think I actually need to go up this way to get to...
Sees light and goes toward flame. She should see fire and go toward light. The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of men.
I got a logging stand, and now I just need to get this landmark. Here it is. Thank you, memory of the drowned. On the 8th day of blooming tide 930 dragon, we fought the 5th blight. Remember the night the dam broke open, drowning the darkspawn in floodwater. We remember the cries of those swept away, our families and good neighbors. We remember refugees who took shelter with us, also lost in the dark. We give their souls to the Maker. Beloved Andraste, guide them to his side, carved into the base of a memorial statue in Crestwood above a list of names. Alright, hello. There you are.
You honor us, Inquisitor. I am Sister Vaughn. Does the mayor finally plan to drain the lake? I must find someone to retrieve the remains of those lost there.
Investigate. Is this a funeral?
Have I interrupted a funeral service?
We lost many friends in the first attack. There will be endless time to mourn. The fear is how many more will be added to the pyre.
You want bodies from the lake?
You want to exhume the corpses at the bottom of the lake?
They were the Maker's children. Their earthly bodies deserve better than abandonment in a mire. A funeral service will help put living minds at ease.
Why drain the lake?
What did you mean by finally drain the lake?
The undead returned only after the light in the lake appeared. If we want to stop them, we must investigate. But the mayor sent no one at all. I fear he thinks that emptying the waters would unleash even more monsters on us.
Bye.
Until later.
Andraste guide you.
Okay, so Can I not get through this way? Can I get through this way? No, there's no road this way. So we're gonna have to go back down. I don't want to go up that way. If we go down here, and we'll go down and around. So I'll meet you guys outside of Crestwood. Or somewhere. So if we take this path, we can go around Crestwood and find out where Hawke is. Where Hawke's hanging out. I think I have to go this way. Okay, yeah, because up takes you to a cave and a landmark, which we can come back for. Unless that's the way I have to go. Oh, see, this is the, oh goodness, the old dam. No, not the dam. Yeah, the dam. With the controls. It's the fort. So we don't want to do that yet. We're just gonna take the fast way around. We will come back to do this. And drain the lake. And do some stuff. And get some things.
There's the keep the mayor talked about.
Yeah, it's fine.
Bandits.
Archers on the ramparts. Good defenses. They'll be hard to pry out.
Yeah, it's fine. What is this? Why is there red lyrium? Oh, it's gonna, yeah, it gets, forgot. It gets in more intense, this red lyrium. Look at all that sprouting out of the ground. There should be some red Templars somewhere. I need to go this way, though. I think I want to keep going down, though. Lots of homes around here. We'll come back. Come back and visit them later. There's also a dragon somewhere. Speaking of dragons. Oh, hi. I guess I should fight these guys. Not the Druffalo. Hi. How does this work? Oh. Anyways. Did I accidentally... I guess I'm attacking Druffalos? I don't know. I guess we're killing Druffalos today. I did not intentionally do that, but here we are. I don't think I did anything. Well, I can get some crafting resources from them, so not a complete waste. And I missed. Oh, wow. Did that do that much damage? That was interesting. Did they drop anything? Oh, this one did. Oh, let's go grab this camp. Oh, sorry, 3 trout pond. I was just gonna call it the trout pond. There's 3. There we go. We got a camp set up. Anything in this house? Some loot. So I need to go down in a... Can I cut through this way? I don't think I can. Might be able to. I'm gonna try. We're gonna try to cut through. Maybe not. Wait. Okay, what's this? Oh, what's this? Okay, well, that's not helpful.
Lots of bandits in these parts.
Yeah?
Can't blame them, I suppose. It's hard making a living these days.
There's a lot of truth in that. It's very hard making a living these days. Unless you're lucky or blessed with, certain things. Anyways, we're gonna just leave that there. So, we should be coming up on the location.
Hawke's Grey Warden ally should be inside that cave.
Yes. And Hawke is hanging outside it. Hello, Hawke.
Glad you made it. I just got here myself.
Perfect.
My contact with the Wardens should be at the back of the cave.
I saw other Wardens.
A group of Wardens were protecting a villager from corpses out near Crestwood.
They were likely hunting my friend. I'm glad they didn't come looking for people to help in here. They might well be good men, but they've been given bad orders.
Fair enough. You ready?
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Go find Alistair. Pick up some resources on the way there. Where's that obsidian? I'm kind of more here for the obsidian than the deep mushrooms, so. Okay. Oh, let me examine this. Banner of the Blind Men. This banner marks the cave as an outpost of the Blind Men, notorious smugglers who are known to sell slaves to Tevinter. It is possible that the Grey Warden asked them politely to leave so that he could use their hideout, although the bloodstains on the walls suggest otherwise. That's funny. Oh. Can we get, like, proper focus, please? Aim? His face.
It's just us. I brought the Inquisitor.
Wait. You have a Grey Warden with you?
Warden Blackwall.
You're Blackwall? Duncan, my mentor, he spoke of you.
Duncan? Of course. Good man.
I'm Alistair. It's an honor to meet all of you.
My God.
I wish it was someplace nicer.
The Alistair?
Are you the Alistair who fought the Archdemon with the hero of Ferelden?
I need to change my name. Yes, that was me. War, betrayal, darkspawn, all lots of fun. And made for excellent stories, I'm sure.
Oh.
Nobody cares about that anymore. I answer to Warden Commander Clarel now. Like everyone else.
I could use another ally.
I'll take all the help I can get. I know the Wardens have troubles of their own. I wonder, though, might those troubles have anything to do with Corypheus?
When Hawke killed Corypheus, the Wardens thought the matter resolved. But archdemons don't die from simple injury. I feared Corypheus might have the same power, so I started to investigate. I found hints, but no proof. And then, not long after, every warden in Orlais began to hear the calling.
Maker, why didn't you tell me?
It was a secret. A very dangerous one.
Yeah.
I tried to actually keep a few of my oaths to the Wardens.
What is... I guess our character wouldn't know what the calling is. What is the calling?
Is the calling some sort of Grey Warden ritual?
Well, Wardens are tied to the Darkspawn. We're connected somehow. And eventually that connection poisons you. You get bad dreams, and then you start to hear the music. It calls to you, quiet at first. And then, so loud, you can't bear it. At that point, you say farewell, and go into the deep roads to die fighting. In death, sacrifice.
And every Grey Warden in Orlais is hearing that right now. They think they're dying.
Yes, I think Corypheus caused this somehow. If all the Wardens die, who will stop the next blight? That's what has them so terrified.
So, Corypheus isn't controlling them. He's bluffing them with this calling. And they're falling for it.
Investigate. Can Corypheus really do that?
Is the calling they're hearing real, or is Corypheus mimicking it somehow?
I have no idea. Before all this, I'd barely heard of Corypheus. I didn't even know he was supposed to be a magister until I started digging around. But right now, all that matters is the Wardens are acting like they're going to die.
But we're gonna ask more questions anyways. Are you affected?
You said all the Wardens are hearing the calling. Does that include you? And also you, Blackwall?
Unfortunately, yes. When I'm talking or fighting, I can almost ignore it. But whenever things are quiet, I can hear it. It's like a song you can't get out of your head. Damned annoying, frankly.
I do not fear the calling. And worrying about it only gives it power. Anything Corypheus does will only strengthen my resolve.
I have no comment. How is this possible?
How can Corypheus make all these Wardens hear the calling?
I have no idea. I suppose it's part of what he is. Corypheus is tied to the Blight, and not just a product of it like most Darkspawn. Wardens are connected to the Darkspawn too. That's how he seems able to control Wardens who get too close to him. And that's likely what he's doing here as well. Somehow.
Yes, somehow. The Wardens are desperate.
So the Wardens are making some last, desperate attack on the Darkspawn.
I saw what a Blight did to Ferelden. If Wardens hadn't stopped it, there'd be no more Thedas. Warden Commander Clarel proposed some drastic things, blood magic and such, to prevent further blights before we die. I protested. Maybe too loudly. And Clarel sent guards and... well, here I am. Wardens were gathering here, in the western approach.
Yeah, I can see that. Alistair protesting too loudly.
Tower. I'm going to investigate. I could use some help.
And we're gonna go with him.
Let's go.
Oh. Oh.
We should get to that ritual tower in the western approach. ideally before it lives up to its name.
Oh, okay, let's talk. Where is the hero of Ferelden?
Was the hero of Ferelden involved in all this?
No. She left before any of this began. A mission of her own, something personal. We Wardens don't live that long. The calling I spoke of, the real one before it went crazy. Eventually, it kills her. Thing is, when we killed the archdemon, we discovered that might not be as set in stone as we thought. So she's searching for a way to end the curse. For us both. Maybe for us all.
Aww. Why aren't you together?
The way you talk about her, I'm surprised you aren't still together.
Oh. There was a discussion, believe me.
Of course there was.
Someone had to look into the rumors about Corypheus. We didn't know what was involved at the time. She was going to stay to help, but we had a lead that couldn't wait. One of us had to go. And when I'm done here, we'll be together again. Forever this time.
Oh, that's so cute. You can end the calling?
How can the calling be stopped? Is that actually possible?
Grand Enchanter Fiona was once a warden, so I'm told, but had the taint completely drawn out of her. And there was also a warden named Avernus, who extended his life far beyond what should have been possible. So, we looked into it. We weren't going to give up without a fight. And that's when we found a rumor that meant going deep into the West. It wasn't much, but we've done more with less. My love will find a way. I'm certain of it.
Aw. Have you been happy?
Have you been happy with her in the years since the Blight?
Happier than I ever dreamed possible. She's more than I deserve. And I hope I make her days easier as well.
Aww.
She was rebuilding the Wardens in Ferelden, while I hunted Darkspawn left over from the Blight. It was hard work for both of us. But we always had each other.
Oh, so, could she help us?
If she's been looking for a way to stop the calling, perhaps she could help us.
I'll give the information to your people in the war room. If nothing else, I'd like to warn her about Corypheus.
Oh, contact hero of Ferelden operation available. Oh my god. You fought in the Blight?
You were there, weren't you? You helped fight the archdemon.
I'm going to be answering that question for the rest of my life. Yes, I was there. It was big. The hero of Ferelden was brave.
Oh.
But that was 10 years ago. What have you done for us lately, Alistair? New times. New problems.
Oh, I love him. Love him so much. Tell me about the Wardens.
What's it like, being a warden?
Oh, it's wonderful. You get fresh peaches delivered every morning, first choice of local village girls, and bunnies too. Well,
oh
maybe it's not that. Not even close to
Alistair.
I watched my brothers die at Ostagar soon after I joined. I never thought I'd see wardens kill themselves.
Why were they after you?
Why were the Wardens trying to kill you?
When Clarel started talking blood magic and demons to deal with the calling, I said it wasn't a good idea. First, it was awkward silences, some coughing. But when I mentioned Corypheus, things really went wild. The Warden mages said I was interfering, called me a traitor. Funny how often that happens to me.
Yeah. Who's leading the Wardens?
You mentioned Warden Commander Clarel. Is she behind this?
She's the one who summoned me and the other Wardens to Orlais when we started hearing the calling. I don't know her well. She's a mage. Smart, careful, determined. The sort of mage the Templars told me to keep a close watch over. Makes her the best kind of warden. Or at least I would have thought so. Maybe the Templars aren't wrong about everything.
Fair enough. Is Corypheus controlling her?
Do you think she's helping Corypheus willingly, or was she duped?
Clarel would never serve something that looks like a darkspawn willingly. I heard about an advisor of some kind, though. Maybe we'll learn more at the Western Approach.
What do the Wardens know?
Corypheus was held in a warden prison, right? So the Wardens should know all about him.
You'd think the Wardens would share information with each other. but they're really big on keeping secrets. Maybe they think some knowledge is too dangerous, I don't know. I only found out about Corypheus after I started digging for information. Even then, it wasn't much. For most wardens, he'd be nothing more than an old legend, dead long ago. If they knew of him at all.
Goodbye.
We'll talk later.
I think we still have more questions. No? Okay, we're good. Hawke, do you have anything to say?
I heard what he said. Hopefully we'll find some answers in the western approach. Though I fear what those answers will be. I've seen too much blood magic to ever trust where it leads.
Yes. Let's examine this. Regarding the calling, so many refuse to speak of it, but how can we know it? How can we identify it if we do not share it? The calling is not a source of shame. The song that whispers in the back of my mind is no evil upon my soul, but the mark of a life well lived in service of a greater good. If all things come from the Maker, then is this too not part of his plan? Could it not be a gift, a final haunting melody to send us into the afterlife with hearts opened? Could this not be his song? It scratches at my thoughts, the music almost a voice, at once unearthly and beautiful. I found myself humming it aloud a few days past. For once it intruded, and now feels a natural part of my mind's course. It coils around memories I hold dear. Training with Sir Keller, riding in the moonlight, my mother's face the last time I saw her, and inserts itself into them, so that I could almost swear that music, that sense of a presence watching and calling, had always been a part of what I remember. This is what the senior wardens warned us of, I imagine. I should not find it beautiful. I must remember the corruption and recognize that my mind is slowly losing the wit to differentiate between this world and that which would consume and destroy it. I must. I can. I will tell the wardens tomorrow. I have seen their looks. They already know, I suspect. I will heed the calling and go to the deep roads to die with the dwarves, fighting as a Grey Warden should. If I am to die after all I have given, can I not at least allow myself the pleasure of the song's beauty? The final pages of To My Fellow Wardens by Sir Marjorie Buran. So we have resources, which I'm just gonna leave because I don't care right now. And that looks to be it in here. So let us go to the Western Approach. Welcome back to the Western Approach. So we are just approaching our destination.
Glad you could make it. We've seen lights coming from the tower.
It has to be blood magic. I hope we can stop them before more people get hurt.
Yes.
You take point. I'll guard your backs.
Let's go beat some people up. Oh, lovely.
Wait! No.
Warden Commander Clarel's orders were clear.
This is wrong.
Remember your oath. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death,
sacrifice.
I'm sorry. Sacrifice. Good. Now bind it just as I showed you.
Yep. Greetings.
Inquisitor, what an unexpected pleasure. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, at your service.
I'm guessing you're not a warden.
But you are. The one Clarel let slip. And you found the Inquisitor and came to stop me. Shall we see how that goes?
I've already got a head start.
It looks like you've already done some of my work for me.
What, him? We simply needed his blood.
Yes.
Oh, were you hoping to garner sympathy?
Not what I meant,
Maybe make the
but
Wardens
okay.
feel a bit of remorse? Wardens, hands up. Hands down.
Corypheus has enslaved them.
Yep.
They did this to themselves. You see, the calling had the Wardens terrified. They looked everywhere for help.
Including Tevinter.
Yes, and since it was my master who put the calling into their little heads, we in the Venatori were prepared. I went to Clarel full of sympathy, and together we came up with a plan. Raise a demon army, march into the deep roads, and kill the old gods before they wake.
Is that so? Oh, that demon army.
Ah, I was wondering when the demon army would show up.
You knew about it, did you?
Yeah.
Well then...
Because I time traveled.
Here you are. Sadly for the Wardens, the binding ritual I taught their mages has a side effect. They're now my master's slaves.
Of course.
This was a test. Once the rest of the Wardens complete the ritual, the army will conquer Thedas.
Corypheus made them do this?
So Corypheus influenced the Wardens and made them do this ritual.
Made them? No. Everything you see here, the blood sacrifices to bind the demons, the Wardens did it of their own free will. Fear is a very good motivator, and they were very afraid.
That's a lie. The Grey Wardens are heroes. They would never do this willingly.
The Grey Wardens care about nothing save stopping blights. They will do anything to accomplish that.
Is that so?
You should have seen Clarel agonize over the decision. Burdens of command, I suppose.
Why kill the old gods?
Why would the Wardens try to kill the old gods?
A blight happens when dark spawn find an old god and corrupt it into an archdemon. If someone fought through the deep roads and killed the old gods before they could be corrupted, poof, no more blights, ever. The Wardens sacrificed their lives and saved the world.
That's madness. For all we know, killing the old gods could make things even worse.
Well then, it's a good thing I'm taking this demon army off their hands.
Why risk using demons?
Why would Clarel risk using demons?
Demons need no food, no rest, no healing. Once bound, they will never retreat, never question orders. They are the perfect army to fight through the deep roads. Or across Olay.
I mean...
Now they are bound to my master.
He makes a good point. What's in it for you?
Do you really want to see the world fall to the Blight? What do you get out of this?
The Elder One commands the Blight. He is not commanded by it, like the mindless Darkspawn. The Blight is not unstoppable or uncontrollable. It is simply a tool.
Somebody's certainly a tool.
As for me, while the Elder One rules from the Golden City, we, the Venatori, will be his god kings here in the world.
Is that so? Let the Wardens go.
Release the Wardens from the binding and surrender. I won't ask twice.
No, you won't. The Elder One showed me how to deal with you, in the event you were foolish enough to interfere again. That mark you bear, the anchor that lets you pass safely through the veil, you stole that from my master. He's been forced to seek other ways to access the Fade. When I bring him your head, his gratitude will be... Ah!
Aha! Do you like me now, sucker? Shall we fight?
Kill them!
Yeah, you scamper off. Pathetic. I think we're a little over leveled, but that's fine. Always a good thing. Oh, is there another one? Oh, well, he's dead now, so that's fine. Okay.
They refuse to listen to reason.
Yes.
You were right. Thanks to the ritual, the Warden mages are enslaved to Corypheus.
Stop!
And the Warden warriors? Of course. Sacrificed in the ritual.
Yeah.
What a waste.
fucking demon just growling in my ear for no reason. Oh my goodness. They were misled.
Eremon's lied to the Wardens.
Oh,
they were
soulless.
trying to prevent future blights.
With blood magic and human sacrifice.
Hawke, they made a mistake, but they thought it was necessary.
All blood mages do. Everyone has a story they tell themselves to justify bad decisions. And it never matters. In the end, you are always alone with your actions.
I may know where the Wardens are. Eremond fled that way. There's an abandoned Warden fortress in that direction. Adamant.
Excellent work.
Good thinking.
The Warden and I will scout out Adamant and confirm that the other Wardens are there. We'll meet you back at Skyhold.
The Warden. Not Alistair, it's the Warden. Yeah, Hawke can be a little cranky sometimes, but for good reason, I'd say. I mean, come on, look at all the shit she went through. Letter found on a Grey Warden mage. Michenne? I don't trust this ritual Clarel is talking about. Are you sure it's safe? Have you ever used blood magic? I don't care what the Chantry says. I doubt they'd approve of the joining if they knew everything about us. But my family fought to Vinter's slavers near the border. This Eremond sounds like everything that's wrong with the Imperium. I'll be waiting for you when you get back. If you can look me in the eye and tell me that this ritual is safe, I won't speak of it again. If not, just come back safe, please. Sure enough. Well, they ain't coming back. This way? Grey whiskey. Right wine, conscription ale. A bottle marked Vintage Warden Evolol. Griffin Wing Ale. Evolol? Evolol. That's a name. There is a landmark we're gonna grab since we are literally right here. Right here. Ritual Tower. Many Tevinter structures litter the wastelands of southwestern Orlais. In the age before the First Blight, the Imperium expanded through the south at an incredible rate, and the lands farthest from Minrathous became home to a great many sites dedicated to magical experimentation, taking advantage of natural weaknesses in the Vale, as well as the distance from the Archon's oversight to try ever more dangerous fields of study. As with Einer? In Ferelden, the laboratories of Orlais were set upon by the followers of Andraste during the uprising, and little remains of them now, save crumbled stone. An excerpt from Empire and Imperium by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. Okay. And this. The Gate Guardians. And as I walked in the desert, I saw a great armored figure whose form blotted out the sky. At first, I took it to be no more than met the eye, a simple spiked statue. But as I approached, this deceptive icon transformed into a warrior as graceful as it was massive, its bladed staff leveled at me with energy crackling from its tip. Though my position was hardly optimal, primal magic burned a few feet from my face. I kept my wits and asked this mighty golem to show me mercy. The armored figure spoke with a voice to make the sky quake and the stars scream. It sought magic to keep itself alive, it said, and the blood of the earth was the energy on which it survived. Having knowledge of the dwarves and the lyrium they provided to our mages, I directed the golem to the mage Atronus, who lived in nearby Paravantium, and it left without another word. That is the inspiration for the Gate Guardians I have designed. As fanciful a tale as it might seem, as for why I have asked that each guardian cast from my designs be inset with a small lyrium rod, must primarily state that it is mere fancy. If Archon Ishal, gentle autocrat that he is, sees fit to ensure that my statuses are known across the Empire, I hear that one shall stand in the western approach. I would treasure the small hope that someday I might see one walk again, a tale told by Appius Trius, famed sculptor whose creations all sparked the imagination of those who beheld them, from artists of ancient to vinter. And that was all inscribed on this one pillar. Okay. So we need to go to the war table.
I tracked that Venatory
hello.
mage back to Adamant Fortress. They're looking at assault options now in the war room.
Thanks for coming.
You did well, Varric. The Inquisitor is just who we need.
Oh, it's been great. Murderous wardens, archdemon attacks, plenty of blood mages and crazy Templars. Just like home.
I know how much you hated leaving Kirkwall.
This is the ass end of Thedas. You know they eat snails here? Still, I think I need to finish this out. If it weren't for me and Bartrand, none of this would have happened. So much for changing our lives.
That's what happens when you try to change things. Things change.
Funny how that
You
works.
can't always control how.
Unfortunately. I wish we could.
I tracked the Wardens to Adamant Fortress, Inquisitor. Your specialists have my full report.
Awesome. Varric? No? Okay, well, I'm gonna go inside then. I will see you guys later. Okay, so this unlocks Here Lies the Abyss, which costs us 20 power. We also have Wicked
Really?
Eyes and Wicked
You did
Hearts.
not notice?
Wait,
I
you
had
guys.
no idea Lady Beverly was one of your people. You might have told me before I embarrassed myself.
I am trying to avoid Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts for a while because I'm not the biggest fan of that quest. But yeah. Okay. So Here Lies the Abyss. Adamant Fortress has withstood countless darkspawn attacks without falling. The Grey Wardens defending its walls are legendary warriors. To prevent Warden Commander Clarel from raising an army of demons, Inquisition forces will need siege engines powerful enough to breach Adamant's defenses. Does this actually start the quest?
Adamant
All right.
Fortress has
We'll
stood
just
against
do
the
this.
Darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately for us, that means it was built before the age of modern siege equipment. A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. And thanks to our Lady Ambassador...
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sappers. They've already delivered the trebuchets.
All right.
That is the good news.
I'm listening.
And the bad news?
Erimond called the ritual at the western approach a test. He may already be raising his army of demons in the fortress.
The Inquisition forces can breach the gate, but if the Wardens already have their demons...
I found records of Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
That's good. We may not be able to defeat them outright. But if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
This will be bloody.
Taking this fortress is going to get a lot of good soldiers killed.
Our soldiers know the risks, Inquisitor, and they know what they're fighting for.
It'll be hard fought, no way around it. But we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some Wardens may be sympathetic to our cause.
The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corypheus. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces, Inquisitor. Give the word, and we march on Adamant.
Okay, Adamant Fortress has withstood countless darkspawn attacks without falling. Yeah. We are not gonna start this just yet. I want to do Here Lies the Abyss in 2 parts. I want to check a couple things before...
We must stop the Wardens from carrying out this insane plan, Inquisitor. To seek out these old gods deliberately in some bizarre attempt to preempt the Blight.
Oh my god, that was so intense. Solus, calm down. We'll stop them, I promise.
They won't succeed. We're going to stop them together.
Thank you. I've been on my own for so long. It's difficult to get used to having the support of others.
Oh.
Fools and duty. Responsibility is not expertise. Action is not inherently superior to inaction. Forgive me. The entire idea is unnerving.
Makes you wonder what, like, actually would happen
I need
if
to know more about
they
him.
hunted down the old
Shamed
gods.
him.
And if
It
they're
would be
even
worse to
there.
acknowledge that you had done so. He will return to his plans to throw Olay into chaos.
Okay, there's nothing
and
else.
Then
We'll talk later.
Like, how many old gods are there? I don't remember. I feel like I should know the answer to that, but I don't. There've been, what, 5 blights? 5 blights? We'll go with that. So that means there are 5 old gods that were found and killed. So how many are left?
I should go.
Like, makes you wonder, huh? And, like, why does Solus think that killing the old gods could cause terrible things to happen?
First the Templars, now the Grey Wardens. Both devoted their lives to fighting evil. Now they serve it.
Funny how that works. So if I was possessed...
If I was possessed by a demon, would you...
I would rather not consider it.
Aww. I would
Is there
rather not
anything I should
consider
know?
it too.
Many of our recruits viewed the Grey Wardens as heroes. Blackwall's presence is helpful. Knowing there's one warden immune to corruption has given people hope. Corypheus's grasp is not inescapable.
I'm trying really hard not to
That's
spoil
all
things.
for now.
Another time then.
Really hard. But I want to. But I'm trying really hard. Let's go talk to Blackwall. I love that there's no fall damage in Skyhold. Makes traveling around so much faster. Blackwall, let's chat. What do you have to say
We
about
need to
this?
head to Adamant Fortress as soon as possible. If there's a chance we can stop Corypheus from destroying the Wardens, we can't let it slip away.
What's in Adamant?
What do you think we'll uncover in Adamant?
Nothing good. Hearing the Warden's plan was bad enough. Now we'll see it firsthand. Best case, we find a nightmare. Worst, we'll find a nightmare, then die painfully. I still can't believe what they're doing. I thought I understood the order.
Did you, though? Tell me about the Wardens?
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
Ah, the Wardens.
Maybe about the calling.
Exciting than...
Have you been hearing the calling, too?
I know what Corypheus is. He has no sway over me.
Is that
continue
so?
this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me.
God, I really want to advance Blackwall's personal, story, side quest, whatever.
You're doing good work, boss. I like how this Inquisition is coming. Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
Yes. Tell me about Saharan first.
Can you tell me more about Saharan?
It was a damn ugly place. Only getting uglier when I left. Between the Fog Warriors, the Talva Shoth, my people, and the Vince. You were lucky to go a day without blood. What do you want to know?
I get to ask questions. Okay, tell me of the Fog Warriors.
What were the Fog Warriors like?
They were the worst of the rebels. They trained for stealth attacks. They made this fog. I never saw any mages, so I figured it was alchemy, not magic. They were almost invisible in it. I'd be on patrol in the market square. The fog would roll in, and before I knew it, half my squad dead without a sound.
Science! You sound impressed.
It almost sounds like you admire them.
They didn't use poison. They didn't hurt civilians, and they were damn good fighters. You have to respect that. Plus, they hit the Vince as hard as they hit us. Hearing some terrified Magister scream, "My slaves! Where are my slaves?" in the fog always put a smile on my face.
Okay, tell me of the Talvashoth.
Tell me about the Talvashoth.
When Canary can't handle the fighting in Saharan or lose faith in the Qun, they go rogue. They flee into the wilderness and turn into bandits, attacking everyone. They're vicious, savage. You look at them and you can see why my people needed the Qun to stay civilized.
Then aren't you Talvashoth?
Isn't that what you did, though?
Hey, when I burned out, I didn't go rogue. I reported in and went where the Ben Hasrath sent me. I'm doing my job, serving the Qun out here. I'm not some bandit.
Hey, don't get your knickers in a twist.
Like them.
Tell me about Tevinter.
Tell me about the Tevinter people you fought.
The Vince sent forces to Saharan every autumn. Guess they didn't like the summer heat. We had some good fights on the beaches, standing in knee-high water foaming red with blood, ships on fire around us. The cities were worse.
Okay.
Free bit of advice. Don't let the Inquisition forces get suckered into urban combat.
What's so bad about Tevinter?
Why do you hate Tevinter forces so much? What makes them so bad?
It's not their armies. It's their spies. They bloodied Saharan year-round, killing loyalists, supporting rebels. Alam had no city administrator. Nobody would accept the position. The last 4 who held it died inside a year. Trying to conquer a country is one thing. Making it so nobody can live there, that just screws everyone.
Tell me about Saharan natives.
What are things like for the natives of Saharan?
I remember one guy. He made these things, fish wrapped in thin bread. Nice guy. Talked to him every morning. So, one time I'm asking about his bad back, and I see he's nervous, trying to tell me something with his eyes. Next thing I know, his assistants draw knives and come at my team. The rebels had forced him to poison my food.
What happened?
And then?
I'd seen how nervous he was, so I hadn't eaten anything. A couple of my guys weren't so lucky. We killed the rebels. I lost 2 men to the poison, another to knife wounds. My friend who made the fish wraps died with a knife in his throat.
Oh.
Close quarters fight. He was caught in the middle. That is what things are like for the natives of Saharan.
Oh.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Okay. Well, we're going to leave the video here. Next time, we will visit with the Chargers. And then we're going to move into Here Lies the Abyss. That's going to be interesting. Once we start it, we're going to complete it. So that whole video is pretty much going to be dedicated to that, aside from meeting the Chargers at the beginning. But, yes. Hopefully things go well. Yeah. Well then. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!